Let me make sure it didn't put us on live because it's not showing.
Mine still says to go live on it, if that makes any difference.
Yep, we're live.
Hey,
How
are we
about
live?
that?
We are live. Trying to figure it out.
Yeah, it doesn't tell us we're live. That's weird. Let me open up one of these and make. Yeah, it doesn't. Yep, we're live, y'all. Go.
Hey, hi everybody. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful summery day. It's very summery here. Hot. I'm in the air-conditioned basement. Kind of cool, actually. So, we are in our fourth day. Is it our fourth or fifth day of our launch? Anyway, we are in day 6 of our launch. Boy, time has gone by fast. So
Yes.
we're pretty excited about those of you that have joined the membership. And if you're just now getting on, that's what we're doing. We're launching a membership that we've collaborated together with. So I've been teaching painting for like a long time, over 30 years. And I have my own studio, my paint party studio in Cadillac, Michigan. Well, when COVID hit, it shut down. So it was a time to pivot, right? And it was also time to reflect and see if I wanted to continue in business. My husband was like, "Do you wanna continue in business?" And I can't see me not teaching. I've done it for so many years, and I've done it in every different way, and I've taught all different ages and thousands of people. And I'm like, no, I'm not ready. It's where I find my joy. It's I find more joy in teaching it than I do in painting it, although I find joy in that too. But I went through this membership program. I spent thousands of dollars, and I learned all kinds of stuff about how to do it. But come to find out, they didn't have tech. So I was so frustrated, and you'd find me crying. I just pulling my hair out. So someone in the membership program mentioned Home Base Essentials, that they were opening a membership and teaching you how to do this. So I teaching how to do all the tech. So I started collaborating with them, and that's when my Facebook changed and my website changed because of what they were teaching me and showing me. And one day, just light bulb, we decided to collaborate and make a membership called Art Country Central, where you can come in and learn how to have your own paint sip company, your own paint sip studios, your mobile parties, your kits. You can also come in just to learn how to paint. I have put together a library of right now, I think there's probably 70 online paintings in there. And once you're in the membership, you can go in and paint any of them that you want. So also is not just for painters. It's for acrylic pours. It's for stained glass, knitting, gardening. I mean, anything you want to teach and market on the social media. Philip and Stephanie have been doing this for many years, and they have put together, while I'm laboring to get our library together, they were laboring to put the information and the videos together that you can watch and learn how to do this yourself. There's jargon like lead generation pages, and there's places to go to do all the things, and there's a protocol to do it all too. So with that being said, I want to introduce you to Stephanie and Philip. We're looking at Stephanie's painting. We're also painting this painting tonight.
I'll come back.
Yesterday we did the bottles, and today we're going to put the flowers in it. So every day this week we have done a painting challenge. Right now we have this on, and all of these, there's a link to all of these that you can go and get a pattern to find out how to paint them and follow along. And in the challenge, we are, Stephanie can tell you more about that. There's different prizes for different things. So go ahead, Steph.
We've decided we would give 2 prizes or 4 prizes, 2 each, for like the top 2 that choose the best thing to put it on. That would be the medium. Like, did you put it on wood? Did you put it on canvas? Did you put it on a door hanger, on a porch leaner? You know, what did you put it on? What medium did you use? And then, so we're going to pick the best 2 of those, and then we're also going to pick the most 2 creative uses. Like, how did you incorporate it in a bigger design? Did you do something else with it?
Yeah, or like it could be on anything. It could be on material like a blue jean shirt. My mom today was like, if I was to do it, I'd paint it on an umbrella. I was like, what? That would be so
There you
pretty.
go. That would be.
Yeah. So it's just a fun little challenge. And like I said, we have patterns. And that's one thing when you come into the group and you start painting, there's patterns for everything. So you don't have to know how to draw. And if you want to use them in your brick and mortar, that's why we have it. We have it so that you can use those patterns at your convenience to use in your businesses. So I know a lot of times it's hard to think of what you're gonna paint. If you already have an existing paint business and you just don't know what you're gonna paint next week, these patterns are there and set up for you. So you don't have to know how to draw, and you can actually come into the group and even as a beginning painter and paint. You can always paint with me on my painting and buying site, but once you're in the, it's costs more to paint with me individually than it would to come into the group. So don't think if you don't want to know all that other stuff, you just want to paint. Feel free, join for the $30 a month that we're offering right now, only to a limited amount of people, and learn to paint and learn other things if you want to. And make sure to tell all your friends and family that have artistic people that you know could totally use this and go online and sell their goods.
Yeah, just because you're not artsy and you occasionally paint, and you're not going to paint more than 3 paintings in a month. So this just isn't really up your tree. It doesn't really seem like it's going to be financially efficient for you to do that. Do you know somebody else who might be, though? Could you tag them in this video? Could you share this with them and let them know about it and say, hey, you might be interested in, because you've always talked about wanting to learn to paint. You've always talked about wanting to sell your stuff or whatever like that.
Yeah. And one more thing. See how we're all on the screen, all 3 of us? That's another thing that you learn to do. I didn't know how to do any of that. Look how he's moving us back and forth. That's what you will learn how to do. And how to grow your list. So I'll let Philip tell you all about that, because he's really good at that.
Well, I don't know about being good at it, but we can get it done anyway. While they're working on some of their painting setup stuff, we'll talk about a couple of things. And Deb, you've got a number of folks on your page that have tuned in. I will let you guys know, while Stephanie and Deborah are doing the painting and I'm doing the walkthrough on the tech side, I've got both of their Facebook pages open. So if y'all see replies, just so you know, those are coming from me. Okay, when y'all see those replies in there,
We're magic. We're magic.
There you go. But here's the thing: we're having one small technical hiccup tonight. The program that we use to do the stream that y'all see us using right now, I don't know what's going on with it, but it's not showing us live. But obviously, we are live. I'm looking at comments, watching the live broadcast on both channels. And so I see that we're there, and I can see the numbers popping up of y'all watching on those sites. But for whatever reason, the link on StreamYard got a hiccup in it, and it's not showing us anything on StreamYard itself. And I'm hoping that when we get done with this, we're able to cut off and stop the live the way it should be. I don't know. We may just have to kind of play that by ear. And that's one of the things we want to. What's that?
We won't be on here all night, will we?
Oh, no. Okay. That's one thing that, you guys, we want to help you understand is whenever you're doing anything that deals with technology, and especially when it deals with being live and broadcasting online, oh, guys, you're going to run into glitches and hiccups, and there's times it will drive you completely crazy. You just have to work on having a presence of mind enough that you can work through it. And as long as you've got that, you're going to be just fine. I know this week we have dealt with a number of technical glitches when Deb and Stephanie were trying to go live in the Painted Soul Creative Journey this week. There was a couple of times that it just was not going to work. So, those things are going to happen. And, the biggest thing is people will get flustered at that. The biggest thing is just take a breath, go back to your basics. It's all going to be okay. Just push. We'll put one foot in front of the other, and we'll get to the end. And when you get done, it'll be just like anything other paint project. You're going to have something nice at the end. So I will say this, you guys that are watching and sending up the likes and hearts, guys, thank you so much, because the way these algorithms work, we can't tell you how big of a deal it is, especially when you start leaving comments. We're able to interact with you. And that's one of the reasons I like doing it this way, because while they're presenting, I can interact with you and help draw some more attention to what we've got going on. Just like Steph showing you on the screen, take a look at those little button tabs that you see, those little reminders across the top of the screen, and help us out with those things. And it sounds like we're being vague, but some things that we have learned is you have to be vague so that some, certain parameters in the algorithms don't pick up and kick you out, and not push your content out as far as you're trying to get it.
Yeah, there's rules. You're supposed to try and grow what we would call organically. And if you say the word I said a while ago more than once or twice, it will say you're not growing organically. So you don't need to. We're not going to push you out there. So
that's why we hold up the little signs. And thank you, everybody. I know a lot of them are my friends that I let know I was on today. And there's nothing like having friends and good community.
Those things at the top of the screen. Yeah. If you'll do those things, it helps us out too.
So, Steph, I just painted the leaf. I'm just going to, the leaf on that last one where the hydrangea is going to go. I just painted the leaf. But, there are certain things that I've learned too. And one of them is not to stress out over the tech, because I was so stressed, well, especially since I've met you guys, but our yall, because they're from Marshall, Texas. And then there's certain ways to present yourself, and certain ways that certain things that you need to do, like building your list. And you shared that this week, right? They could go into, where can they find that? If you're interested and you want to see a little bit about what that's about.
If you will look at the Home Base Essentials Facebook page, that's Home Base Essentials 2020 is the link. Facebook.com/Homebase Essentials 2020. We've got those videos posted on our page. We did a 4-video series of building your list, walk through list building from the ground up all the way through splitting your list into segments so that you can make sure you get the right information into the right people's hands. And you can find those videos right there. You can also use the link that I've pinned to the top of the comments in both videos. That is a registration for our email list. When you sign up for that, you will get a free gift as part of signing up for that. But we also have where I can get those videos and email them to you. And I can set those up in a series to come to you just as soon as you're able to get onto our list.
Yeah, and another thing, this is not on the tech end, but it's about the desire to have your own business. And that can be very scary. And, to take that leap, especially if it's a paint party business. And I know when I first started, first couple of weeks, I didn't have anybody. My mom and I would just go sit there, and paint, create more. I had like 2 pictures on the wall. Now I have over 1,000 pictures in that building, in that room, and was really, really doing well before the COVID hit. And I know that that's going to spring back. It's opening up all over. You see paint party businesses popping back up and opening, and I'm booking out into the fall right now. But just know that if you come into the community, we're going to help you find your niche, and we're going to help you get your confidence level up and show you how to be successful in that arena.
That's exactly right. You know, guys, one of the things that we want to do, well, let me start over. Let me say this. Stephanie and I have been involved in a mentor, or she has been involved in a mentoring program for about a year and a half. And this is what I learned. And the mentoring program is very similar to what we're wanting to do with you guys. What we learned from that is that mentoring system is designed around one specific niche. And what we want to do is use that same concept and take that and help you develop a niche. What we learned was that as people work through the different artistic concepts that are out there, for example, if you get in and start doing paintings with Deborah and using the marketing tips and tricks that we teach you to start your business, whether it's online, in person, or both, then what you're going to learn is that as you do this, there are other things within those realms of art that are going to spark your interest. And as they spark your interest, that gives you the opportunity then to branch out into other areas. This may not be your niche, and if it's not, that's okay. But we're also going to use Art Country Central to expose you to other niches that are out there. And then when you see those things that strike a key of interest with you, and that's what you want to do, then you can take the same concepts that we are laying in front of you, put those to work within those niche brackets, and be able to be successful as well. So what we want you to understand, Art Country's focus is on painting, but the business side is for whatever your art is. And we want to help you be able to reach the top. At Home Base Essentials, we had a little catch line of we want to put you in contact with the tools to help you bring it all home. And that's exactly what we want to do here. We're going to take that, and Deborah's famous get in here. We're going to put those things together and be able to do well with them.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm excited about the ones that have signed up, and once we're done Saturday night, the doors are going to close. So this is the time to get in if you want to get in, or let anybody else know. And once the doors are closed, and we'll get in there and just start to work, you'll be able to right away get paintings, and you'll be able to right away get videos and support tech-wise.
That's right. We've already got somewhere in the neighborhood of 60 to 80 projects uploaded with everything that you need. I know there's still a few of those that need some supply list. A few of those need tracers, and we'll work on that as we go through the process. Most of everything that you need marketing wise is already uploaded. There's still a lot that we're going to be teaching that we have not taught in courses yet. That will be taught and put into those as time goes on. So the next 6 months, you're going to see the value of Art Country Central really explode. And what we want to tell you is if Art Country Central sounds of interest to you, check it out, because this week we've got 50 seats available. We're going to limit it to 50 so that we can keep the one-on-one with everyone as we go through some of the growing pains of putting some things together, changing, updating, rearranging, making sure that what we have got and what we're offering is something that's going to fit your needs and the needs of everyone that in general that needs it. That's the plan. That's what we've got put together. So we've got 50 spots available, or we had 50 spots available. They're filling up. So if you want one, you better get them and get in quick. We are inside the last 30 hours of our launch. The last 30 hours of our launch started about 20 minutes ago. We're going to be shutting the doors Saturday night at 11 Eastern time, 10 o'clock Central time, and you can figure out whatever time it is in your time zone from there. I don't do math in public, y'all.
It's Pacific.
So for you guys that are gonna paint this and download it, we, like I said, you can see the video on this, how we did the bottles. But I just put the leaves on, and I did just a wash of light green for the hydrangeas, and then I filled in the petals for the daisy, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the magnolia. It's gonna be a light gray. So that's what you should be doing right now. How you doing, Steph?
I'm working on leaves.
We also painted in Painted Soul Creative. What was that, honey?
Painted Soul Creative Journey.
Oh, Painted Soul Creative Journey this morning. And we'll be in there tomorrow morning too. We painted the Frankfurt Lighthouse. What else?
Yeah, we did that one yesterday. We did.
Well, that was yesterday. Yeah,
we did the
this
boat
is what
this
we painted
morning.
today.
Boat on the shore this morning. I haven't finished mine yet, so I'm not sharing it.
Okay. No worries.
I had homeschooling. That's my main job. So
well, we got our priorities, right? And that's what we want. You know, we want you to be able to supplement your income, or it could be your income, and not to have to work so hard at it. You don't want this to be a drudgery. You know, there'll be a learning curve for sure in the beginning, but once you're on a roll, you want to keep it simple and keep it light, and make sure that you're enjoying having your own business. You know, your own. Yeah. I know. I know this has been a little over a year in the making for me. I've been working on getting this together for a year. So when launch time finally got here, it was like awesome.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. You guys have been doing tech for some time now. Creating websites, and you guys are just that kind of techie people, right?
That is something we've been working with for a while, and I'll tell you, when I first started working with it, I did not want to do it. I didn't want to mess with it. But back when I was a firefighter, I was a firefighter in a smaller city outside of Dallas, Texas, for almost 10 years, right at 8 years actually. Yeah. And while I was doing that, I owned a fencing business. I had started a fencing business doing fence installs, repairs, and things of that nature. And I had to learn how to build websites because I just couldn't see. Well, I didn't have the money to pay someone else to be able to do all that work for me. So I had to learn how to do it. And it's quite a learning curve. And I've built websites with several different web builders. And the one that we use now, I think, is probably about one of the easiest ones that I've used, and highly recommend it. So,
okay, so now I'm all blocked in. I've got all my base coats in. So now for the hydrangeas, I'm just going to come in and do like a 5-star or 4-leafed flower, and I'm just going to pop them in everywhere. I'm not going to worry about.
You said you did a wash of light green.
Yep, light green, just in a circle like a hydrangea is, and then I'm just going to pump these petals in, and then I'll put some specific flowers over the top, which that's where your eye will go. There'll only be like 3 painted flowers on it. The rest will be just petals stuck here and there, but the eye will think that it's a full flower. And I've got the gray on my magnolia, so make sure you do that too. On the off. Yeah.
No, you're good.
Okay. my phone rang. Got to turn my phone off. So now I'm gonna just do a big flower right here. But there'll be I'll make a tutorial on this in the group. There is, however, for this one, if you want to quickly get in on this, there is a full tutorial on it that we'll put a link to.
You know what? I'm just going to show everybody how to get there.
Okay.
In fact, while are you at a point where I can take it away for just a minute?
Go right ahead.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to show you. We've talked about that that challenge, that lemon branch challenge that has been mentioned several times. So I'm going to show you guys how to get to that page. I'm going to put, let's see, artcountrycentral.com. I put this in the comments. I'm not quite sure if that's going to show up correctly. In fact, let me just go ahead and put that in everyone's comments here. There's one, and then one more. Let me type this one more out.
And if you're watching, say hi and tell us where you're from. Because
all right, so
go all over.
When y'all check in to artcountrycentral.com, that's our main website. And you should be able to, there should be enough room with that overlay there to be able to follow us. But artcountrycentral.com, if you look up in the top right, you'll see the menu bar here. Click on the menu and go to Art Country Central Community Login. Now, for our members, this will be the easiest way to access our website, our login members only website. You'll simply come over here, go to ACC Community Login. Log in, put your credentials in that you used when you signed up. You'll be able to get in and get to everything that is within Art Country Central. But for those who are not, and those who want to be a part of the Lemon Branch Challenge, I'm going to show you. If you'll click on Passport Office, it will take you to where you go to purchase a passport for Art Country Central. And if you scroll down here, you'll see this challenge channel, and it says free right here under the challenge channel. And also, you guys that are members, you don't have to look for something separate. The challenges are going to be in the membership right there. When you log into your subscription, your Art Country Central membership, you're going to see everything right here in the travel center, all of the marketing, the 1 hour paintings. And then we have these broke down into categories. And as we get some of Deborah's older library, get some videos and stuff put together for those will be put into here. And if there's new categories come up, whenever you log in, new guys, when y'all log in, you may see some new categories from time to time as we are uploading paintings that fit into another category other than what's already there. And as well, you'll also see paintings loaded into the categories that are there. Now, I will do my very best to let you know, members, let you know when we upload new paintings and which category those went into so that you can find them easily. One thing that we are going to do is we're also going to be active in a Facebook group. That will be emailed to each of our members. Those who are members already should have already gotten that email. If you have not, let me know. We'll make sure we get you in touch with that group. But we are going to be doing some things live in a Facebook group, such as Deborah's going to be providing 3 new paintings each month to go along as part of this membership. Now, if y'all know Deborah, those of you who know Deborah, you know she's going to be painting a whole lot more than 3 paintings a month. That's just who she is. She has a love for painting like very few people I have seen do. She just, she could sit down, and I'm always amazed at how what's in your mind can be put on a canvas like that with a few twitches and strokes of a brush. That just blows me away. But nonetheless, 3 of those a month so that you have new material coming in. We can work on keeping you ahead of the curve of trends so that as holidays approach, as different times of the year approach, you've got what you need. For those of you who want to do a live art studio, those of you who want to do an online painting, paint party type business, whatever it is that you want to do, we want to make sure you've got what you need to be able to be ahead so that you can make plans far enough ahead of time to be able to stay ahead of the curve. Now, back to that Lemon Branch Challenge. Again, it's available for free, whether you're a member or not. But members, don't worry. When you log in, you'll see the challenge channel right there as part of what is in your login. Now, when you open up the challenge channel, you'll be asked to enroll in this course. All right, so just simply click enroll. You'll have to give just a little bit of information. It'll ask for your name and email. I believe that's all I've got it set up to ask for. And then you'll be able to come in and log in. Now, I'm going to log in real quick and show you what this course has in it, as well as you can see. Come on, log in. There we go. All right, silly. That ain't where I wanted to go. There we go. Now, when you get here as a logged in member, you just come over here and click start. Oh, wait, it doesn't have me enrolled in that course. Okay, we'll just go through the enrollment portion and show you how to do it. So your contact information, this is what I'm logging into our website with. So I'll enroll in this. I got to log out as an admin. See, I told y'all, whenever you're doing something live online, things are going to go awry. Something's going to happen. It ain't going to work right. You just have to be patient and work through it. So let's go back to enroll in course. All right, so now I'm enrolled. I can continue to the course. I got to put my name in. It'd help if I could type. Boy, it's just giving me all sorts of trouble tonight, isn't it? You can just download those files. You can see there's the reference photo, there is the tracer, and here is the video. And you can download those so that you can watch them whenever you like. Now, I'll also tell you that when you log into these courses, they're set up into any of the paintings. The paintings will have all of the same information. You had the incorrect files attached to them. If you come across something like that, just let me know. I'll go in and fix that really quick so that you'll be able to download the files that you're trying to get. So keep that in mind. Now, I will tell you, when you are looking for the passports on Art Country Central, and I've got to sign out of this to show them to you. When you get to the passport office, we've got 3 options that are available for the Art Country Central city limits. You scroll down to the bottom, we've got 2 options for a lifetime franchise license, if you want to call it that, a lifetime access for founding members only. We've got 2 options, $21.97 or 6 payments of $3.97, and you can have it for life. Here's the thing with the paintings and the franchise allowance with these paintings. As long as you are a member in good standing, you have the privilege of using Deborah's designs in your brick and mortar and in your online business. If you decide that you no longer want to be a member of Art Country Central, you don't have privileges to use those that way any longer. So that's one thing we need you to keep in mind. That's where the lifetime membership has a major plus. The lifetime, once you get the lifetime, you've got those access to those designs. They're yours to use as long as you want to use them. So that's the biggest difference. And then right now we've got founding members for $30 a month. Once we hit that limit, and guys, we're getting close. Once we hit that limit, it's going to go up to 35. And keep in mind, we're going to be closing down. Our opening will be closing down tomorrow night at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. So if you're not signed up by then, all of those founding member specials are gone. When we open back up in 3 to 6 months, however long it winds up being, probably around September. I think we've talked about that. Probably around September, 1st of September, we'll be looking at opening up again. The cost, the value is going to be well above what it is right now. So the cost is going to be a little bit more than just that $35 a month. So founding members, now is your chance to get in before anything changes. You've got until tomorrow night at 10 o'clock Central to be a part of Art Country Central as a founding member. And guys, here's one of the things about the founding members. We've said this before, and I want you to understand, we want your fingerprints on the blueprints of Art Country Central. We want whatever Art Country Central fully turns into, what it develops into, to be what fits your needs. Now, we may not be able to implement every single suggestion, but I can promise you this much. Every suggestion, every recommendation will be taken into consideration. We're going to discuss those things and see what we can make work. Things that we can make work, you'll see become a part of Art Country. Things that won't work, they either won't be a part or they won't be a part right now, one or the other. But we're going to do everything we can to make this fit what you guys need.
Very good. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready for you. I'm so excited that we finally are here, and that you guys are of the same joyful spirit of sharing the knowledge that we know, because it can be very profitable for you. But remember, it doesn't have to be painting. It can be whatever it is that you want to share on social media. And there's so much out there. And don't think because there's other painting things being taught online or taught in brick and mortars that there's no room. There's plenty of room. There's so many people out there. I mean, there's billions of people you can reach on these platforms. So and just like what happened with Philip, the glitches, everybody's just they realize that it's a personal thing. So nobody gets really upset. They're as patient about it as you are. Because everybody knows how, we want everything instantly anymore. I was telling them last night, I'm of the 8-track tape generation. I struggle with tech all the time. And in the beginning of this journey, like a year ago, it really got to me. But it is, I've learned that just go with the flow, let it go. And that there's room for all of us. And we're all going to do it a different way. And we've put together a program that we think is going to work for anyone that it has the desire to want to have their own business and profit from what they do. And if you're looking for a niche and you don't know what it is, we'll try and help you with that too. How you doing, Steph? Oh, can she hear me?
Sorry, I had muted myself.
You're just painting
I
away.
had muted myself because I'd used my hairdryer because I needed to fix my leaf, and then I didn't go back and fix my leaf, and I thought I'd do because I was trying to get my green in over here, and it was like, I'm just streaking dark green in here, and that's not what I wanted. So I'm blocking in some.
Look, it's looking good. Looking good.
You said we're putting gray as the background on this one?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a magnolia. And then here you could do your one-stroke roses because you're working on getting certified with that.
Oh,
you could
we'll
add
have
that.
to see about that, Rose. We'll have to see about that.
Yeah.
I'm not good at the roses yet. I'm working.
And then on the hydrangea, see how I just loaded it up with just all kinds of petals, and then there's just a couple of flowers right here. Where am I? Right here that you can see. And I'll, as they dry, you can go in and put some detail in. And then this Black Eye Susans are pretty easy. And you'll learn. I put together a tech video that you can go in and learn some techniques. And those will go with you anywhere. Even if you're in the group and you decide to get out of the group, you're still going to have learn some really good techniques. I've been doing this for a long time. I have painted acrylics, you name it. I've painted them 80 feet in the air on a 200-year-old building, and I've painted them on pools and on wood and on statues. And I love acrylics. It's kind of funny though, because with acrylics you're painting with plastic. It is actually little ground up pieces of plastic that they put medium in, and that's why when you paint your walls or you paint like this, that it's lighter, but when that translucent medium dries, it's darker. So it's like painting with plastic, and it stretches. So I take mine and I save all my paint. One of these days I'm going to make something with it. I don't know. I got to fight my husband not to throw that stuff away. Like, no, I can make something out of it. I'm always that. I'm that way. You know how us artsy people are, crafty people. It's like, oh no, what can I make out of that?
I've been told we can make jewelry with it. We shall see.
Oh yeah, you can make jewelry with it. I have a friend I was actually giving it to, and she makes jewelry out of it. And then I saw one woman, she encases it in, like resin? Puts it inside, or it's not a cartouche, whatever they call those. I'm not a jewelry maker, but yeah, you can make something out of everything.
You.
If you're just hopping on. And if you recognize me from Painting and Vine, I have collaborated with this great couple from Marshall, Texas, that changed my business world for me. Tech-wise, I was just kind of floundering, trying to figure out how to work the internet. I'd get on and go, hey, come on, get in here. But I didn't know, I'd have people following, people painting with me, but I didn't realize all the steps that need to be taken, the protocol, your list building, your lead generation pages, how to work these programs that when you're in the group, we have some discounts for them. Philip and Stephanie have set up affiliates so that you can quickly get to these platforms and use them. So we're here for artists or craftsmen or engineers. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you want to do. If you want to teach it on social media or sell it on social media.
That's right. One of the things that Stephanie and I have come to really enjoy doing is building courses. We were turned on to a very, very interesting course creators platform. And I have been so tickled with it. In fact, when y'all go log in to Art Country Central, once you go to the passport office, you're on that course creators platform. And it gives us the ability to set things up that way. And it when you think about what you can do as an artist, I mean, you can take one project and make a course out of it and sell individual courses. If theoretically, Deborah could take all 800 plus of those paintings that she has and build 800 different courses within that platform and sell those as individual paintings. And you could take those and you can bundle them and make groups to fit certain categories, whatever. And that's the kind of stuff that we've enjoyed doing, and we enjoy showing folks about it, showing you how to use it. That's what we like to do.
Yeah, it's fun, and I tell you, I think it's very rewarding to be able to set your own hours and teach, do your own thing. We had a woman joining us, and I think she's going to join us tomorrow, that has her own full-time business, and she's been taking my classes and teaching these paintings for herself in a brick and mortar. I think she's doing mobile parties, and she's knocking it out of the park. And it's easy for her because everything's at her disposal. She doesn't have to worry about what she's going to paint next. She just goes in and learns a painting and puts it out there and teaches a class.
It was interesting. We talked to Crystal earlier this week, and like you just said, and then we had also talked about the QR code and adding it to our advertisements for our business and for our parties, and how it makes it real easy when you do a flyer at a restaurant or whatever to put it. And she says, "Oh, that's cool. You know what? She sent me 2 of them today that I could show y'all where she's already learned something. Already learned
Awesome.
and applied something that she's learned. She's got two of them that she's put it on, that she sent me flyers for." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool.
That is cool." Very, very cool. So this painting, it's kind of moving right along here, but I will be creating this in, I think I got the bottle, a lesson in the group for the bottles. I have to put one together for the flowers. Sorry. But I think it's so fun. It's so clean looking, and you can make the bottles any color that you want. And also a reminder that we're going to try to do a Christmas in July. So if those of you that are wanting to start early at Christmas, and maybe it is a painting that you want to do, we'll be doing some Christmas in July things that you can pop on and paint with us.
Yeah, and if there's something specific that they really want, they need to let us know. Like, especially if they're members, as our Art Country Central folks, that's what we're here to help you with.
Yeah, that's what's fun about it in the community. I think it's going to turn into a community of sharing ideas, sharing paintings, sharing success stories.
I believe you are correct.
Oh, Martha says she's in. She's just messaged me and she joined. So her husband and her were, she's in her 80s and she's wanting to paint. So she's joined up. Thank you, Martha. Awesome.
Yes.
But we did only open it up for 50 people because we wanted to keep it small enough that so we can learn and get a momentum going before we launch again. And like Philip said, that may be 3 or 4 months down the road. Not sure when that's going to happen.
Well, we got to know what you need, and are we teaching effectively, and we got to give ourselves time to adjust to whatever needs to be changed or fixed or edited, right? I mean, you can't make a suggestion and expect us all to be able to drop everything and be different tomorrow.
Right. And you can be there's people that like to do the palette wood, the signs and that kind of thing. Those things can be turned into brick and mortar classes. There's flower arranging. If you do flowers, like I said, stained glass. Philip mentioned that small engine repair. If you want to show how to do that. Or if you just want to put together a free group, there's a lot of people that put together free groups that they want to discuss different things. Could be if you have parents that have Alzheimer's, maybe it could be an Alzheimer's group. Or if you are a photographer, you can get together a photography group. But there's still those steps that you need to take, and with the social media. That will help you with. So I'm getting pretty close to this being done. And I do again want to thank all my friends for supporting me. I live in a really small town of Fife Lake is called. I'm in Grand Traverse County, but at Fife Lake, and I started a business there. I don't know how many years ago. Really, lugging around all my paints and wood cutouts and teaching them at Ben Franklin's and senior citizens places and everything. So when this opened up, the paint party businesses started opening up. I thought I'm going to do it again. Awesome. I get to do it again. And I've taught people that are, I've taught their daughters, and now I've taught young girls, and now I'm teaching their daughters. I've been around a while. 40. Time flies, right?
Time flies, especially when you're doing something you love.
Yeah.
That's the big thing, because when you're working your tail off for somebody else's dream, it's stress. When you're working your tail off for your dream, it's called passion.
Yes, it's very passionate.
Well, it's got a whole different feel to it, you know?
How's y'all's weather there? I mean, we're getting hot here. We're going to be in the 80s this weekend.
Man, the 80s is a cold front where down here.
Yeah, I bet.
It's not bad right now. The last couple of days have been really pretty. Today's been just kind of that gray overcast and a little drizzle, not real bad, but we've had a lot of rain this year so far.
There she goes.
There she goes.
Yep.
Y'all done had to say something, didn't you?
I know. Sorry. I know how that is too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now I'm real self-conscious. I could hide away over my little hole a while ago. I was like, I'm just not even looking to see if you're watching.
So we're going to be on tomorrow, and we're going to be painting my mom's painting, actually, which is a cactus. And that is going to be in the Painted Soul Journey in the morning. What time?
10, same as
10,
usual.
11 o'clock my time.
Yeah.
11 o'clock Michigan time. And then later in the evening, we'll be on for our last night. So I'm just doing a big old circle right here.
You know, guys, when those of you who are watching and those of you who may catch this later, tomorrow afternoon, evening is going to be the last broadcast before we close. And one of the things that we want to do in Art Country is address things that you find that you deal with. So if there are issues that you're dealing with business-wise, for online, for live streaming, for tech, maybe you've got a question about technique or something of that nature, with painting and those type things. Tune in tomorrow evening. I think we're planning on the same time, about 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. I think we're planning on about the same time tomorrow evening. We're not going to be in any hurry, so if it takes us a while, that's great. But if you can and you've got questions you would like us to address, then feel free to hop in. Now, I can't promise you we'll have an answer for every question that you ask, but if we don't have an answer for it tomorrow, then Stephanie and I and Deborah or I or whoever will research whatever area that question is and work to get you an answer between now and the next time we're able to visit.
And that's going to help us grow too.
That's it.
Well, that's kind of the goal is to help everybody succeed. We don't win if you don't win is the Home Base Essentials kind of slogan.
That's right. Win-win.
I'm gonna mute myself again and blow dry this because I'm scared I'm gonna mess those leaves up, and they look kind of pretty right now.
They sure do.
Yeah, and
Hearts and thumbs, y'all.
If you're in the paint party business and you join and you have somebody that wants, I don't know if I've told you this yet or not. I've said so much over the last few days that we'll create whatever it is that you need for your group. A lot of times people will book parties with me and they're like, they want to paint this specific painting. So I'll just create it for them. So most of my paintings, I would say I'd say 90% of my paintings are from classes that I've already taught. And now I have a bunch of paintings to sell, and Philip's going to help me with that.
You got it.
Learn how to sell those online. But it can be anything. It could be your love for horses, and you want to just share how to ride or how to brush or just different techniques. There's just so much out there. I'm surprised at all the stuff that I see, and there's room for everybody.
Sorry, got to refill my paint. I thought I had more than enough out here, and it was like, no.
And when you put your stem in, because we put the stem in last, after we painted the bottles, make sure you clean away from the front of that water source. See what I mean right here? All right, can you see, Steph?
No, he's got to swap it so I can see.
So like right here, you went down, but then right here you want to take that paint off of the front of the water.
Good deal. I'll get that in a minute.
Yeah, I got zoned in watching this flower she's putting together on here.
That's pretty.
I don't know if y'all seen any of these videos that are kind of the premise of them is watching this and it just makes you feel, satisfied and relaxed. That's what happens to me watching y'all do this.
Yeah, my mom will sit and paint with me or watch me paint. I'll look over and she's gone to sleep. It's like methodically puts her to sleep.
Yeah, it's something else.
Zoe got mesmerized earlier.
Well, art is a very healing thing. It's ingrained in us to create, because we were created by a creator, and it's a very healing, soothing thing, and they say there's different things that you need to do for brain health, and painting is one of them. And they studied the brain. Whenever you're painting or creating, the area that lights up in the brain is the same area as meditation and prayer. That ought to tell you how good how good it can be.
Neat stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Acrylics love to be layered. So anytime you're painting, just keep going over and over. Like I said, that the drying, you know, when it dries dry or darker, if instead of having to shade, you can just add another layer of color, and that'll make it dark enough where sometimes you don't even have to add that shading. It's done with this layering.
Looking good, looking good. And look at here. Here's the kind of stuff that y'all learn how to do.
Yeah.
You learn how to do stuff like this, and next thing you know, you're going to be putting people to sleep.
that never happens in class. It's always fun in class. You know, sometimes I'm like, oh, I got to go to work. But the minute I get there and I start seeing all the people that want to paint and create, it's just, it feels so good. And I'm just into it. I'm so happy. And then when the class is over, if it's a late class, it's hard to fall, you know, hard to go home, go to bed, because you're just so excited about, you know, having taught and seeing how the faces on everybody that's so happy when they leave.
That's it, exactly.
Guys, don't forget about the Lemon Lane Challenge. There's a couple of good things that are going to be handed out to some folks tomorrow evening when we get y'all's paintings in. And again, if I tell you what, there haven't been any that I've seen yet, but if y'all will turn those in on this video, no matter whose channel you're watching from, if y'all will make a comment on this particular video with your just upload a picture of your painting and do what, Steph?
Hashtag Lemon Lane.
Yeah, hashtag Lemon Lane and Lemon Lane Challenge, and we'll be able to get our hands on those, and these two ladies will be able to decide who the winners are going to be. And I don't know, I heard somebody saying something about Starbucks. You just have to take that from there.
Oh yeah.
Again, just a reminder, we're going to be running this founding members launch until 10 o'clock Central Standard Time tomorrow night. So we are very excited about that. We're filling up. So y'all might want to take advantage of that opportunity before it's gone, because again, when we open back up, those prices that you see for the founding members, when we open back up, that will be gone. This is the only time that will be an opportunity. If you need to know where to go to sign up, artcountrycentral.com is our main website. And you can go to the menu and go to the community login page. There will be access on the community login page to get your passport. Now, everybody calls them a membership, and since we're kind of playing off the theme of it being a country, we use the concepts of travel and moving around is why you see some of the names that we came up with. So we decided to call our memberships passports just to kind of fit into that profile. So get your passport now. You've got until 10 o'clock tomorrow night, 11 o'clock Eastern time to get in and get those passports. And guys, we're excited about getting to work with you.
So I think I'm going to call mine good. That looks good. You're almost there too. That's the one stroke that you'll learn from Stephanie when you come into the group.
Okay. Yep, I'm wiping it off again. I'm too much of a perfectionist, y'all. I know it's my downfall, but
it's okay.
When I'm still learning and I'm still trying to get it the way I think it looks best.
It ain't done till you're happy with it, right?
Right.
That's the thing about acrylics. You can do it as many times as you need. When it's still wet, you can just wipe it all off and go from there.
Yeah. Okay. The erasable art. Sure.
That's it.
Well, I thank everybody that joined us tonight. And remember that we're going to be closing the doors tomorrow night at, that'll be 11 o'clock Central Time or Eastern Time. Right, Philip?
That's it.
Yep. So it's been a fun week of getting on and talking to people and sharing and talking to the signups. But it doesn't stop here. We're gonna get right in there and get talking and get things rolling for those who need to get the ball going so that they can start their businesses. Yes. Or just learn to paint.
I turned that the wrong direction.
I can show you some pictures that we have in the group. So I kind of went on a floral kick lately. I've been doing some florals.
We painted that one in Tammy's group earlier this week.
Oh yeah, we did. And we have a barn series. Chickens.
Ooh.
I love chickens. We've got water side stuff. Father's Day's coming up. We're going to be getting some, water or fish and different kind of man stuff for your fathers. Of course, I like this. This is the kind of stuff I've always painted.
Oh, I love that.
One time, I Albert Scaglione, he owns a Parkview West gallery in Detroit, and he had like 5-6 homes on the bay, and they were humongous. Heated slate driveways. That tells you what you're entering into. So I did all the doors and mantles, carved them, and painted them, and they were in different themes. And one was a wildlife theme, and one was all the places that he had been and traveled, which was like I did the Roman Cathedral and the Eiffel Tower and Amsterdam, and on all these doors and mantles.
Wow.
But I love to paint on wood, and that's kind of been my first love. And I used to gather 200-year-old driftwood and paint on it till that source ran out for me. I need to go get some more. But wood acts you paint on wood just like you do on canvas. Same techniques.
Yeah.
And look at there, an artist is never done.
Nope, I could go back into every painting several times. I just it's like acrylics just love to be layered. But when I did teach this online, and so this is what it looked like when I taught it online, and then I call it putting it on steroids. I go in and put it back on. I add to it, put it on steroids. Okay, you guys, what do you think? How are you doing, Steph? We good?
I think I'm doing all right.
I think we got our message out there, and people are hearing it, and they know that this is the last little bit.
Yep, we're in the last few hours.
Last call. Last call.
Yeah, you'll learn who our suppliers are, where we get all our boards, our canvases, our paints, brushes, how to buy them in bulk, how much to buy when you open up, things that make your mobile parties easier.
That's it.
Things to pull them around with, and how to set it up in your town for your, there's some fees you need to pay, and how to maybe find a place that's reasonable and rent, and also the free places that are out there that you might even not think of that you can go teach.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good thing to remember.
So I look forward to seeing y'all in there.
I tell you what, I'm gonna take advantage of an opportunity just to show, so I know we got some new viewers on. I'm gonna show y'all again really quickly the easiest way to get in and be a part of Art Country Central. If you will go to artcountrycentral.com, artcountrycentral.com, you will go to our main website, which, well, let me get back to the home screen. Will be this one right here. And once you get there, if you'll click on the menu tab, go to the Art Country Central community login. And keep in mind, once you are a member of Art Country Central, that's where you can go easily to access the community. You will simply come there, click the login button, put in your credentials, and log in. Otherwise, you'll go to the passport office, and I think, okay, it had me logged out. Good. You can go to the passport office. You'll see what all is in Art Country Central for the moment. You can preview these as far as opening them up and seeing what's listed there already. It will not let you see anything until you are logged in as a member. But the Lemon Tree Challenge is a part of that. You can simply open that up and roll in that course and be a part of the Lemon Tree Challenge. For those of you who may not have heard, this is a challenge that we're going to pick some winners tomorrow evening, and have something special for those of you who have taken part of that challenge. You can come back to this video, to this live, and put your picture of your painting on there. Put the hashtag Lemon Lane Challenge, and we will know which one that is. We can find them easily and be able to pick some winners for those neat prizes at the end. Also, if you want to see access to the Art Country Central, that first tab on the left is the monthly access. we've got a couple of lifetime accesses if you would like to use one of those to be able to gain lifetime access to what Art Country has available. You'll be able to use Deborah's designs as long as you want to. That's kind of what lifetime means. But anyway, you simply click on the buy now button, and when it opens up, it'll walk you through the sign up, registration, and purchase process. It'll walk you through getting you a login access and be able to be a part of Art Country Central. And then just simply come back to artcountrycentral.com, go to the community login, and you can log in to get to your part, to get to that part of the website for you, where you can walk through the courses, you can look through the paintings, you can get your marketing training, everything that you need to get, everything that we have will be right there. We also will be using a Facebook group for doing things such as this. Whenever Deborah does the 3 paintings a month that you'll receive, I think the plan is to walk through them in that private group. That's a private group for paying members only. So she'll be able to walk you through each one of those, and we'll be able to take them from there. We'll leave them until new ones take their place, and then they will transition into the Art Country Central community, where you will log in and be able to get them as long as you want them. So.
And the new members that are with us now, I'm sure they've gotten started. I know some of them have. So, the minute you get in, you can get information and just take your time with everything. Let it soak in. Have any questions? Write it in the group. And if you have any tech questions that when we're on tomorrow that Philip Mike can help you with, we'll address those too.
Yeah.
See, I love it. There was a reason I needed to show that again. Somebody just signed up. There's another seat already taken.
Awesome.
Welcome, Martha. Appreciate it. Glad you're aboard. We're excited that you're here, and we're looking forward to getting to work with you.
So colorful, Steph. It was so pretty.
Thank you. I was trying to do some colors that I thought that would stand up on the white, with the white background, because I know if I did it with white tips, it was like, well, that's gonna fall flat.
Yeah.
On the white. That was one reason I did the flowers in the vase the other day on the background that I did on the black background when I did it the other day. That was one reason I did it on the black, because I thought if I didn't.
Oh yeah, that did look good on the black.
That really made it pop.
I kind of like having the two of y'all painting, because you can swap back and forth.
Yeah, and so I have a lighter paint, and that looks good. And you can see how everybody, what is called a fist, everybody has a different technique. And I know when I was working on the state capitol, we were working on the Performing Arts Theater in Rhode Island, and we each have to work a certain fist. So it was hibiscus flowers. We uncovered these hibiscus flowers on this 200-year-old building, stencils, and I spent 3 weeks making stencils for this thing. And then painting it, I would paint the flower, somebody would paint the leaves, someone would paint the curls, and but to keep true to the fist, we all have a different fist, different way of painting. That's why when you're done at the end of the night at these painting parties,
It's always
even
different.
if they've never painted before, they still look good, and everybody's looks different, but still fun and good. So I think we spent an hour on it yesterday. No, it doesn't really take an hour. I mean, we kind of made it last an hour. You know, you want to be on here long enough to make sure everybody gets a chance to see. But this is totally a 2-hour class, if not quicker.
Yeah. Most definitely could be. Well, that one was dirty, and I didn't realize how dirty.
But I know how frustrating and how scary it can be if you don't have the confidence, you know, that it takes. So when you come in the group, that's what I'm also hoping, that as you paint with me for a little while, that your confidence grows and your abilities grows, and you feel more confident to get up in front and teach and paint.
Yeah. I've gotten quite a few compliments on the ones I did with you, so I'm telling you, it doesn't take long to pick it up if you pay attention and listen, and it helps.
Yeah, and so that's my hope too. When Steph gets, we'll know both of us will know these techniques, and we'll just be busting out some paintings. That library will just grow and grow and grow.
Yep.
All right, so it looks like y'all are about done.
Yeah.
It's looking good, ladies.
Thank you.
Looking good. All right.
Mom's not here tonight. She's who knows what she's doing right now. She's got to water the garden and moving stuff around and planting stuff. She's wanted to plant some carrot seeds, I think, or beet seeds or something like that. So she's probably out there doing that, but she might be watching right now. I guess we would know if she was watching, because she would be writing.
I haven't seen her pop up on your.
Oh, she's in trouble.
But it's not showing me who's watching this time. It's only showing me when someone makes comments.
Okay,
so, all right.
She really needs to make a comment so she doesn't get in trouble.
Well, that looks good, girl.
We know we got the 4th of July coming up, so there'll be some patriotic stuff in the library too. For those of you that are thinking, maybe I'll open up in July. It's a good month for flags and fireworks and red, white, and blue.
Exactly. It sure is. That's a good time for
fireworks, red, white, and blue, and Christmas. It's crazy, yes, but it's Christmas. Christmas is another one that's good.
Christmas in July. And we hope to broaden out, right, with some stenciling and some other things we've got in mind, right, Miss Steph?
I believe so. Yes, ma'am. I'm hoping to give you all some cricket classes. I don't have a different one. I don't have not a cricket. I have a cameo, but the same principles apply, and I'm hoping to be able to teach y'all how to make what you need as a stencil. If you don't know how,
I'm always in need of that. Always wish I had that lettering in, because my writing's not that good.
Well, those I typically, now I will do one-time use stencils for words, because that's just easier. And to try and do a stencil, a big stencil, whoop, with words is a little more complicated. And I don't typically like it with all the stencily letter words where it's got bits and pieces of the letter that aren't attached so that the stencil will stay together. But I can walk you all through making those too.
Awesome.
But I have a preference for those when it comes to wording, but that's because I like different fonts. And I like to be able to do it my way and not necessarily the way it looks on a stencil. On your typical stencil.
So we've been on for the last 6 days, and we've given out information in each time. And in each day we give out different information. So if you get a chance and you're really curious, a little bit more curious about what's going on, go back and watch the replay. And then just give us a hashtag watching replay, replay. So we know, but yeah, you'll learn some more about different things. There's so much to cover. So that's why when you get in the group, it'll be a little easier to understand and what to grab and what to do first.
That's it. And one of the things I think I'm going to do is we don't have intro walkthroughs in the groups yet. I think what I want to do is do those live because I like the interactive types of teaching in some things, not everything, but some things I think work better when there's interaction between multiple people. So one of the things that I want to do when we start walking you guys through the Facebook group, walking you through how to do everything and anything that's in the community. I want to do those live with you as much as we possibly can. Maybe even do some of those through Zoom so that we've got some one-on-one interaction for those who would be willing to come on and do a Zoom with us that we can record and post that up for others to watch and be able to follow the direction there. And so anyway, I don't think we want to do everything like that. That would get too taxing on everyone involved. But maybe every now and then or 2 or 3 of those we could do that way and be able to start building that. That's some of the places where y'all's fingerprints on the blueprints are going to be very, very important because we want to make sure that the information in there is clear, that it's thorough, but that it's also concise because I also understand the necessity of keeping things condensed as much as possible. All right, y'all.
Crystal could come on now, I think, if you want to reach out to her.
Okay.
She was on last night and see if she could pop on here for a little bit.
All right, I see her in your messenger. She's home now. Let me send her a link. All right. While we're waiting, I noticed we've had a few new people come in. It looks like some comments from individuals. I haven't seen their names yet. For those of you who may not be familiar with what's going on, we've got Art Country Central that is launching this week with Deborah from Painting and Vine and myself, Philip, and Stephanie from Home Base Essentials, working on a joint effort to put some things together to try to help folks be able to build and to establish and build a business within whatever area of art. But if you don't have an area of art, if you don't have a niche yet, then we are putting one together for you that you can use until your niche develops to be able to build your own business off of. So that's what Art Country Central is all about. We are putting those things together for you to do that. You can Again, you can be a part of that by obtaining a passport through artcountrycentral.com. Go to the community login page and be able to access the passport office there and be able to get your membership. 3 options available. Take a look at which one you want, which one will benefit you the best, and we'll just go on from there. And I think Crystal is with us now, so I'm going to bring her on and just kind of let her and Deborah visit for a little bit and let y'all get to know them.
Hello.
Hey, Crystal. How was your
Cute
day?
paintings, ladies.
So, Crystal joined us a couple of nights ago too, and she's generously said she'd come back on today. She's been painting with me, but now that we've opened and launched, she's become a member, and she's been teaching some of the paintings in mobile parties. Am I correct? Right? Mobile.
Correct. Mobile parties.
So I thought maybe you could tell them a little bit about how that's going and how you liked, how the ease of the painting class.
Actually, it's going really well, and I love the painting classes. So I can go on and I can find a painting that I think that they'll like. I can show them your painting up front and say, do you like this? I don't even have to like paint it. If they don't like it, then I can move on to the next one and then paint the one they want and bring the samples to them and make the ads and stuff. And it's so easy to follow the classes, and it gives me like verbiage to use when I'm doing the classes. So like I said the other night, my background was in pottery and watercolors, not acrylics. So it's a learning curve.
Well, that's interesting. I never thought about it like that. Yeah, what I speak as you're doing it gives you the language to use in class. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so and you posted a picture. I think we have a picture you could post that you painted. Actually, we painted this morning, and I know this one I saw recently that you had posted. You had sent me that you painted this painting, and you taught it to a group of.
Give me a second. I can.
Oh, that's right. You did it long ways. Yeah, yeah. And how many did you have in your group?
Okay, move here. I don't remember how many I had. It was a big group. Yeah. I don't remember how many was in it. It was a big group, and they did awesome.
Maybe Stephanie, we can put the picture in the comments.
I am trying to pull up the picture now. I'm going to share it on the screen.
And Stacy, our Crystal lives in Michigan also.
I do. I'm south of Deb.
Yep. And was it Howard?
I live in Howard City and I work in Grand Rapids, so I'm kind of in between the two. I do most of my parties up in the Howard City area.
So if anybody's from Howard City watching, that's the person to get in touch with if you'd like to have a. There it is.
There it is.
What a nice class. Yay. See, Michigan's starting to open
and they
up.
Did.
It
is. Thank goodness. We're
Yeah, they did do wonderfully, didn't they? Wonderful
they
job.
Did.
They did.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good I feel to see that happening for you. That's the joy I find in. I love painting, of course, but to share and help someone, and that it's convenient for you. I was telling them that you have a full-time job, so it's a no-brainer to just pick out something to paint and not have to worry about what it is that you're going to paint next.
It is. I mean, I just like my full-time job is 60 plus hours Monday through Friday and extremely stressful. So it's nice to have that where I can it's done and I can just go and I can follow along. I can paint it and then I can sell it. I can sell, the party without having to like, I got to go through, figure out what I want to paint, figure out how I'm going to paint it. So it takes like 5 times longer when you're doing your own than it is when you're just, picking one up and doing it. And it's convenient and it's affordable. Like really, I mean, one of the reasons that I was so excited about this opening was I was like, I'm going to buy this one from Deb, and I'm going to buy this one from Deb, and I'm going to buy this one from Deb. So 90% of my parties were your paintings. And it was, for me, it was just so simple just to say, this is the route I have to take. Like, to go any other route would just be silly.
Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, because you get that tracer out, that just print that tracer out, put it on your canvas and go and teach it. That's just awesome. Thank you so much for coming on and explaining, how it's working for you. That's what we're hoping people can see.
And then I always get if I need feedback or something, I always get it from you. Like I usually don't even have to wait. Like I can send something to you and I get a response relatively fast. I know when I was looking at buying half gallons, I sent a message, what colors do I want? Because I, didn't want to spend, $700 on paint. And I got, half gallons. I switched to, the little.
Oh, Stephanie, what do you call those? She's got a name for these things. I don't know. In and outs or something? First out.
Oh, they're first in, first out. FIFO bottles.
Okay.
FIFO, first in, first out.
If you're looking for them, if you look for them to buy them, they're FIFO, first in, first out bottles. FIFO.
So because she's in the group, she was privy to my supplier, so she gets to buy in bulk now, and there's such a savings in
a big help.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
And you buying those basic colors where you're mixing them, they're mixing them. The people are learning. It's not only they say fun art, not fine art. Well, it's not just about fun too. It's also a little bit about learning. So when they come in and they're painting, I want them to go, wow, I can't believe I did that, instead of, wow, I can't believe I did that. I don't want to go, I don't think I should paint anymore. So I like that there's a teaching moment in these classes. So and the confidence. Didn't you see when they leave, how they feel?
Right, and they're always so happy and smiling. And then I have a small group of girls that come to mind. There was just one at the last one at the boat. There was just one of the girls from the group there. But I always tease them. I call them the non-conformers. And they always paint something different, but they like to paint when I'm there so that they can have the aid, the help when they're painting something. What should I do? What do I need?
Oh yeah, and there's just such a gratification in that as a teacher. It's just in me to do it. It sounds like it's in you to do it, obviously, and Stephanie. And there's just to be able to share that and set your own hours.
Right.
Yeah, I love that. Set your own hours, and if it's like, well, I just can't. I've got to take some time for my family, and so you just don't schedule anything.
Right. And then you have the option of doing what you love to do and making money off of it. So I love to paint and I love to craft and I love to do all those things. It's an expensive habit.
Yeah.
Like, who needs drugs? We have crafting and painting. I mean, we're broke.
Sorry, y'all.
So to take it and then to make profit off of it. So, I mean, that adds a whole new aspect to it. So, in mine, it was part of what I was so excited about this group was having Stephanie and Philip there too, because I do other things besides painting. I have parties where they make wreaths and I have parties where they do different types of crafts and stuff. So it's nice to have the marketing ability also in there. And then, Stephanie's going to do some crafts and I'm going to, be able to use those too someday. Stephanie.
Well, we've been focusing on Deb as the main artist because the main focus right now and what a lot of our audience is looking for is a quick get start and go. I've done some paintings, but I've left that membership now. So I'm slowly shifting out of ones that either I've painted or I had permission from the artist to paint, or like they were a pay class that I took, but I couldn't use in my but they could show that I can paint, but
right.
I haven't really come up with a lot of my own yet. So,
I just shifted out of the same group as you guys. So I was in the same group. So I'm in that shift too. So I get the paintings from you guys, which economical, great, awesome. And then I have one other person that I buy them from, and that's it. Because those are far more expensive. So So to me, this is where I want to be. And the paintings are more adult in nature. So they're not, so sometimes I look at paintings at paint party paintings and I'm like, look, it's paint by numbers. Like Troy will walk by me sometimes and he will look at a painting and he'll go, oh, paint by number painting. He will really say that. He's never said that when he's walked by and seen one of Deb's paintings that I'm doing.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I try to make them interesting and like that. Like there's a richness in that kind of art, and anybody can do it if it's taught right, you know. And I keep the techniques simple. These paintings are made for in studio paint party paintings. It's different when you do commission work, which you paint totally different. So I still want to have that richness of the art, you know.
And I think it reflects.
Yeah, something you want to hang in your house, like
right.
That'll go in my house, and the pride that goes in it. So yeah, thank you for saying that, and thank you for joining the group and being with us and letting people know about it, and that it does work and it would work for you, and share the message with any other artists that you know. And I know you're in Michigan, and I hope one day I get to meet you. And
I'm only a couple hours away.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, anywhere in the state, isn't it that you can get anywhere in the state in 4 hours? But you're only a couple hours.
Besides the UP, yeah, I am. Yeah. So you know where Big Rapids is?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, I'm about 20 minutes south of Big Rapids.
Yeah, when you get your first brick and mortar, if you're headed that way, we don't know.
That's where I'm headed.
Yes, you're headed. Yay!
That's where I'm headed. So it was originally the 1 year plan, and then COVID happened, and now it's the 2 year plan. So.
Oh well, yeah. Well, then you're like me. It's just it kind of starting over again a little bit. Since the COVID hit. So I pivoted to online, and it's working, and I thought, why not collaborate with this couple and really go all out there. That's what I kind of had intended a year ago, and kind of got stuck in different places and wheels spinning, and finally when I met them, it was like, yep, I'm on my way to what I truly went and spent the money to learn in the membership. So I'm happy about that, and thank you so much for joining us, Crystal, and I wish you so much more success, and I'll be watching for your paintings online, your classroom schedule, send me a link.
I'm super excited. So I sent Stephanie a couple earlier because I was saying that Philip would be proud of me because I learned to use the QR codes.
I told him, I've already mentioned that tonight. I was like, I'm so excited. Somebody signed up and they have already this week put to use something they've learned. I'm super excited.
So I sent her, I have a couple events coming up, and I did the headers for the events, and I put the QR codes on them, and I was like, see, Philip would be so proud of me.
You better believe it.
I did. I saved those pictures. I was like, look, she did it. I'm so excited.
That's awesome.
And I had to be close to the first person to sign up because I was like biting at the bit. So,
That's awesome. Awesome. Well, guys, I think we've got a couple of folks who have agreed to come on tomorrow evening with us. I think Elaine is going to come in for a little bit, and just got Tammy DeLoach is going to come in with us tomorrow evening for a little bit and kind of give you guys an idea of what it's like to work with the Home Base Essentials side. She's been one of our folks for. Was she one of our first signups? I believe so. Yeah.
She was one of the very first.
Yep, she's been with us the entire time, and so that can kind of give you an idea of what it's like to work with us. And and look, Tammy will tell you straight. She's one of them that don't hold back. So I may not want her on after that, but no, I'm kidding.
I'm super excited to work with Home Base Essentials because marketing is not my thing.
Well, I'll tell you, Crystal.
And technology is not my thing.
When we first started, it was not our thing either. And the only marketing we had ever been exposed to was that in the multi-level marketing field. Steph and I have been involved in more of those things than I care to count. Trying to find something that we could work and that we could do, but the marketing and those things, it always made my stomach sick. I just could not. I went ahead and did what I was supposed to do, but the marketing was more of an embarrassment and a hindrance than it was a help. And what I like about the marketing that we do in this method is that you market to people who have already come to you. They are already interested in what you're doing. Hey, look, those are folks I can talk to. You want to know what I'm doing? You ask me what I'm doing, I can tell you about it all day long. But going and approaching someone and trying to talk someone into what I'm doing before we even start, that's just not my cup of tea.
Trying to talk somebody into, yeah, you really want to do a paint party with me, don't you?
Fact,
you really do. You really, really do. And it's like, no.
In fact, when Steph first started looking into doing the paint party stuff, the marketing side, I was like, no, I'm turning around and walking out of the room. I don't even want to hear about marketing. But after now she had figured it out, but it took me a while. After I finally figured out how this style of marketing worked, I love it. I love it. This is great. It's that old adage, you attract more flies with honey than you do vinegar, or more bees rather with honey than you do with vinegar. When you put the honey out there, the bees come to the honey, right?
Right.
And you don't chase the bee down trying to throw honey on him. That just doesn't work. So yeah, I really enjoy this, and it's a whole lot more my style, at least. And I'm just excited. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm excited about teaching y'all about it.
And like I said, so I was with Deb before you guys, and I was with Deb after you guys, and I saw a big difference even in the technology base of what she was doing. I mean, the art has always been amazing, but just the technology and how it was presented and how I was able to see it and actually see the work that she was doing, and there was a difference. There was a world of difference.
Yeah, it's a game changer for me. Everything. Yeah, the tech side has been a game changer. Which
we are just tickled to hear that. I tell you for sure. One of the things that you guys were hoping you will be able to benefit from is, Deb was talking about a little bit ago taking a membership training program. I just finished going through a whole product launch development program, and what I'm wanting to do is take everything that we have learned through social media training, through marketing training, through email training, through product launch, and put that into something that will work simultaneously so that you can put together and start a business, whether it's brick and mortar or online. The concepts are still the same. It's just a matter of which direction do you want it to go, and be able to use those concepts to put it out there and get attention so that when your doors open, you've already got people ready to walk in.
Right. And then when you have people like me who are just like, I'm like stupid busy. Like, I just got to say I'm stupid busy all the time. I'm a person who, in my personal home, I don't even have a TV. Like, why? It doesn't get turned on. So why would I have it there? Because I'm busy all the time. I'm doing something constantly. I'm creating something. I'm trying to sell something. And to me, to see like you guys having the marketing ideas and to have it like dumbified for somebody like me, who maybe if I had time to sit down and learn it, I would have more time. But if I have it just handed to me, it's so much easier. Not to say I'm lazy, but it's so much easier when you just hand it to me. Like, oh, look, there's the form letter. Thanks.
Yep.
Let me send that out.
Make it simple.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping the ones that already have a paint and sip that want to learn different techniques and have a little more ease with it, understand that joining the group will help grow their business, their already existing business. Of course, we can set you up for a new business, no problem, but even existing will be
right.
It'd be very beneficial. Yeah.
That would be
you're
great.
just online because you're not in a state that's opened up. There's still several states that are not opening up, and they have no intention of opening up anytime soon. So you're stuck online. We can help you there too.
That's right.
I think we hit like 90% now. I got
Yeah, we're
excited
getting
when I
there.
didn't have to wear a mask in a store anymore. Like I was like, ooh.
Yay! Yeah,
All
My day at work, I didn't want to wear one in the store anymore. So
right.
Well, guys, we have a technical glitch tonight. So in order to leave, I'm gonna wind up dropping everybody out of the broadcast one at a time, because to get out, I'm gonna have to leave the studio. The regular way of shutting it down is not gonna work tonight. So
Okay.
I'm gonna have to.
You've already tried.
Huh?
I'm guessing you've already tried.
Well, I've still got a go live button up there, so I don't know what it's going to do if I hit it. So I'm just going to take the easy way out and make sure the studio's empty, and then I'm just going to tell everybody goodbye. So I'm going to start doing that right now. And
right.
Crystal, thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Crystal.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very
Thank you so much. We will
Much
see you
success
next
to you.
time. And I'm going to go ahead and exit her out of the studio. Deborah, it was good to paint with you, good to visit with you.
Oh.
We are going to go ahead and start stepping out of the studio here. And Steph, I'm going to let you wave goodbye to everybody. See y'all later. And I've got to do one more. Oh, wait a minute. It's not going to let me move you out. I guess because you're signed into the account, you're going to have to exit yourself out. Let me wait till she gets out. She's out. And that's it for the broadcast tonight, guys. We appreciate so much everyone who logged in, everyone who commented, all of those of you who have decided to take part in Art Country Central. We cannot thank you enough. We are so excited about this and looking forward to being able to work with you. And guys, look, we're going to be back on. Steph and Deb will be on in the Painted Soul Journey again in the morning. And then about 4 to 5 o'clock tomorrow evening, Central Standard Time, we will be back online, kicking this machine off again. We will see y'all next time. Thank you for watching.